The first symmetry you learned was reflection. That's when you flip something. The second one was rotation, where you're turning something. The third one is called translation. The idea to translation is you're moving the item, you're sliding it. For example, if you look at each of these designs, it was created by taking one piece and moving it around and duplicating it over and over again until you get the final design. So for example, if you look at the design, there's a certain piece that's being moved around. I could outline the piece right here. Yeah? If I take this piece and move it over and over again, it'll create the entire design. This isn't the only piece that you could have. There are many different pieces that you could have that could be moved around. Like, for example, it's not obvious, but if you move that piece over and over again, you can create the entire design. Notice, the pieces look exactly the same. I could have done something like this. Again, that piece doesn't look obvious, but I could continue to draw it. Notice, it looks exactly the same as the first. Yeah? So that's the whole idea to a translation. You're trying to slide something over. Now, here's what you need to do with the coordinates. Okay? What are the coordinates of the image of -3, 3 under a translation that moves point 1, 2 onto 2, 4? Sounds kind of confusing, but this is what it's trying to say. We need to know where -3, 3 goes. This is the point that needs to be moved. We need to find the image of -3, 3. The translation that we have to perform is given by this right here. Moves point 1, 2 onto point 2, 4. If we can figure out what that movement looks like, we take -3, 3 and move it the exact same way. So let's see. 1, 2 is right here. 2, 4 is right here. We are moving from 1, 2 onto point 2, 4. So I'm going to move 1 to the right and then 2 up. Now, knowing that this is a translation, we need to move -3, 3. So -3, 3. And we have to perform the exact same translation. So let's see. 1 to the right, 2 up. Okay, so the image then of -3, 3 is going to be at -2, 5. Okay, that's how we interpret. This is what it's going to look like. Yeah, figure out where the image is if we move based upon the translation that was given. Let's try that again. What are the coordinates of the image of -2, -4 under a translation that moves point 1, 2 onto point 3, -1? Okay, so we need to move -2, 4. The movement that we have to perform is 1, 2 onto point 3, -1. Okay, so let's plot that then. 1, 2 is right here. We need to move on to point 3, -1. So 3, -1 is right there. Okay, so let's see. We go 1, 2, 3 down, and then 2 to the right. So we need to move -2, -4. So -2, -4 is right here. We need to do the exact same movement. 3 down, 2 to the right. So let's see. Right there. So, what are the coordinates of the image? Our image is at 0, comma, negative 7. This is what we're looking for. Okay, let's have you try one. Okay. Press pause. Try and interpret the sentence. Figure out what are the coordinates of the image. Got it? Okay. We need to move 4, negative 5. So let's see. 4, negative 5 is right here. Okay, the translation is starting at 1, comma 2, negative 2, negative 3. So negative 2, negative 3 is right here. We don't have enough space. We know we have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 down. 1, 2, 3 to the left. Okay. Now, looking at this, we don't have the right size grid paper. Maybe you do, but I don't. There must be a way to go from 4, comma, negative 5. Oops. We need to get from 4, negative 5, where we are, to where the image is. We need to figure out where it lands. If I go 5 down, from negative 5 would be at negative 10. If I go 3 to the left, 1, 2, 3. So I think my image is going to be at 1, comma, negative 10. Is that what you got? That's exactly what you need to be able to do. Move the point based on the translation.